Hey guys, welcome back. Patrick here. I don't know how this video is going to come across, so get ready to thumb down twice if you need to. Usually I don't do this. I'm going to do a response video to JJ Buckner, another finance YouTuber today. So usually I try to do my own thing, not focus on other YouTubers. They can do their own thing, but yesterday he posted a video which I felt was really appropriate. Like he was unscripted, he just said what he felt, and I thought that was great, and it really echoed a lot of what I've been talking about recently. So I tried to keep it off of the videos mostly, and you guys know I haven't been posting as much recently. Well, a lot of it is because of what he was talking about. So the two main points he was talking about is, and I'm gonna link his video in the description. I don't know if I can put it on screen, but I'll try. So he was talking about how the YouTube views have dropped significantly, and the income also, especially for like finance YouTube. And that's been causing a lot of problems for content creators. Like a lot of them are deciding right now, either do they get another job and, go part-time on YouTube, or if they quit entirely. So that's the first part of what you've been talking about. I'm gonna address that, right? And then the other part is how the YouTube algorithm really, and it's kind of linked to the first point, right, really forces you to make the same type of content as everyone else, right? And like that mainstream, very generic content. Best 3 stocks I'm buying now, the market's crashing. You guys know I've been complaining about that recently. Well, that's exactly what he was saying in the video too yesterday. We're all feeling that content fatigue where, like, if you try to do videos about things that are a little bit more specific, that interest you, they just don't get any views, so you don't make money from the video. And even worse, it actually hurts your channel for like the next few videos. So that creates some concern, right, for you as a viewer. You end up having less choices on YouTube. You're always seeing the same type of videos that repeat themselves. Because what I've noticed is that the content creators have resorted to do one of two things. Either, like me, they stopped making videos, or very few, or on the other end of the spectrum, they start to pump out videos after videos after videos, and the content ends up always being the same thing. My price target on Ethereum, which, it shouldn't be changing every other day, right? Or top 3 stocks I'm buying now. Well, I'm just this is a roast, right, guys? Don't be upset about this, but you know that it's going to be Tattooed Chef, Corsair, and maybe 1 or 2 other ones. It's always the same stocks, and I'm not blaming like those content creators. The fact is, if you're a long-term investor, right, and even myself who does more trading and I sell some options and all of that, it's not like I change my picks every other day, So even when I sell options, often I sell options on the same stocks that I've been following and tracking for months, if not years, right? So I don't blame him for that, or them. And so it's just the fact that when you make those videos, well, if you've made like 5, 8, 10 videos about the same companies, the information ends up like always being the same, right? My thesis doesn't change on SoFi from 1 week to the next. If I think it's a company that has long-term potential, right, well, whether the stock's at $16 or $18, it doesn't really affect my thesis on the stock, right? So the content ends up being very repetitive if you make too much of it on YouTube. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to show you, if you guys want, like one of the most popular videos I've made, the one about warrants, right? You guys know that I've been kind of pigeonholed into the SPAC category. So even to this day, if I make a video about a SPAC, right? Recently I made one, the best SPAC under $10. That was a pretty cool video. I think I still like the pick. That's one of the picks that I'm going with, and I've been investing in, Play Studios. That video did pretty well. I got over 10,000 views, got pretty good response for it. But if I circle back to a few months ago, right, I made a video about Ethereum, which I've been buying some crypto very casually, right? I'm not like the biggest crypto investor or anything like that. So I actually analyzed Ethereum and how it was going, and it had been pulling back. So it was around 1,700 when I made the video. So I was like, hey, the momentum's coming back. It's going to go back to 2,000 or more. And it ended up going up to 4,000 or more, right? So anyone that watched that video, like followed the logic, agreed with the thesis, and went with that play, would have doubled their money in a month or two. And despite that, that video is one of the worst performing videos on my channel in the past like 9 months. In fact, even worse than that, it actually lost me many subscribers. So I'll be honest with you guys. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining and, you know, that I'm ungrateful and everything, but when I lost those subscribers, I was like, wow, that's really unfortunate. It was a little upsetting, right? And that's why I'm so thankful for those of you that actually like watch different topics, right? It might not be the one that you came in for originally, but at least you're giving it a try, and if you like it, then you'll continue watching them, right? So I've been pigeonholed into the SPACs, and when I make other types of videos, they get absolutely no interest. So the reason why I tried making those other videos is not only do I invest in a lot of different things, but I was trying to expand my audience to like more investors, right? But because of the way YouTube works, they only push that content to the audience that you already have. So the people that would have been interested in this crypto content, they never even got to see it, right? And that's why for those of you that actually do click on the videos and try them out, it is so valuable. And I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful. Same for JJ Buckner. He loves his subscribers. I've watched many of his videos before, right? And I've met so many cool people. I just wanted to talk about a couple of them. So around Christmas, one lady actually sent me a testimonial saying that she used one of my strategies or one stock that I had been talking about, and she made enough money to pay for a Lego set for her kid, and she was so grateful and excited about that. Well, that's the kind of thing that like makes you happy to be on YouTube and you want to try to help people, right? So I've never branded myself as, hey, watch me, I'm like a multi-millionaire and I drive a Lambo or anything like that, but I've invested in a lot of different things. I've gained a lot of knowledge over the years and I like sharing it, right? And then other people like, watch this, I've been holding this the entire video. So this is an engraved bat by Scott. He's the CEO of a company that sells, you know, all sorts of baseball equipment. So he has my name on it, he sent it to me. So, you know, you meet all sorts of cool people on YouTube, and I've been really grateful about that. So I'm sure you feel the same way, right? But right now we are in a tough place because the market is very different from where it was over the past year. I kind of see it as like the past year in the stock market especially was like a roller coaster, right? Every day there were a lot of news. Everything was going up 9%, down 9%, right? Really big movements. And over the past few months, yes, we have personally seen, especially if you're investing like in smaller cap stocks, we have seen some volatility, but overall, a lot of it now is kind of a wait and see type thing, right? I invest in a company and then I have to wait for the earnings and see like if they're going to be producing more than they did the previous quarter. And that kind of like long, boring type of investing is what the market is like usually. And that's how it was in 2019, 2018, 17, 16, and so on, right? That's how the market is usually. So that doesn't necessarily make for the most exciting, entertaining YouTube videos. And that's probably one of the reasons why it started to crash, right? So if you look at the VIX index, right, the volatility index for the market, it's the lowest it's been, and it's staying very close to zero. So it's never going to hit zero, but you know, it's under 20, and it has been for several months now. So overall, the market doesn't have a lot of volatility, and currently, both real estate and the stock market are at all-time highs. So it's very difficult for me to say, hey, go all in into like Facebook or Google or Amazon, right? Because they're at all-time highs. It would be a bad risk versus reward. So in the end, I'm like the other content creators like JJ. I have to decide what am I going to be doing about this situation. So I think he's going to continue making videos. That's what I got from his video yesterday. And personally, I already decided I'm going to continue making videos also, right? I enjoy it. I feel like it brings people value. The only thing is I did need to find a different way to deliver the content. So YouTube, that was my goal in the beginning. I wanted to build as many subscribers as possible, and I thought that was the end game, right? But if you notice, all the content creators on YouTube, what they end up doing is building programs and selling it for $500 or $1,000. I didn't want to do that. So in the end, people have been asking me for a year for the different like Patreon and Discord. So I decided to just go with it, take action, open it. You know, I've been very nervous about it, but I just did it and we got some signups already. It seems like it's going pretty well. And that's allowing me to deliver content in a different way. So content that wouldn't work on YouTube, right? So I'll give you an example. Someone was asking me, Patrick, can you give an update on the warrants that can be redeemed at $10 by the companies now versus before last year, it was mostly at $18. How does that change the strategies? Well, I was able to make that video and really give a very strong update on the warrant strategies and how that works in 2021 versus last year. I feel like that content is very valuable, but if I put it on YouTube, I know for a fact I would get absolutely no support, no traction on that video. But on the Patreon, the people that actually watch the video, I feel, don't lie to me, right? If you've watched it and you gave it a good review. But people that have watched it really like it. They find value. It's just a smaller number of people. So if you guys want to check it out, right, and also encourage other content creators, well, I have a link in the description, and give the other content creators a try also. If you see a video that seems not necessarily what you're usually watching, and not the thumbnail and the title are not necessarily as clickbaity, well, give it a try, right? If it's someone that you've been watching for a long time, maybe you'll like that content, and it's going to encourage them to actually make more different types of content and not as clickbaity. Everyone complains about the clickbait videos, but the fact is that's the only thing that really works on YouTube. So guys, I hope you didn't mind my rant today. It's different from usual, but really appreciate you if you're still watching this. Usually people don't stay that long, so you're the best, and I'll see you guys later.